The Viking shipbuilder, Viking age 900 CE. I am Arik, a shipwright in the Norse lands, where the roar of the sea is ever in our ears. My craft is sacred, for without ships, we are nothing. The longships I build carry warriors to distant shores, merchants to trade in far-off lands, and explorers to the edges of the known world. At dawn, I rise to the scent of salt in the air and the sound of gulls calling over the fjord. My hands, calloused from years of work, wrap around my trusted axe. With each strike, I carve the strong oak, shaping the keel that will guide the ship through the waves. The wood must be perfect, light enough to glide swiftly, yet strong enough to endure the storm's wrath. The Jarl himself visits the shipyard today, his gaze sharp as he inspects my progress. He speaks of new lands, of riches waiting beyond the horizon. This warship must be ready soon, for warriors grow restless when the seas call. My sons, young but eager, watch my every move. They must learn this craft, for it is through skilled hands that our people thrive. By midday, sweat drips from my brow as I fasten the ribs of the hull, securing them with iron nails forged by the blacksmith. The prow takes shape, a fierce dragon's head carved to strike fear into our enemies. The sail, woven from wool and dyed deep red, flutters in the breeze, awaiting its first journey. As dusk falls, I step back and admire the vessel, sleek, strong, and ready for the god's will. Soon warriors will board, armed with axes and shields, their fates already whispered by the Norns. I send a silent prayer to Odin, knowing that this ship will not only carry men to war, but also bring glory to our people. The life of a scribe. The morning sun casts long shadows over the grand temples and bustling streets of Thebes. As I unroll my fresh sheet of papyrus, I take a deep breath, inhaling the mingling scents of warm sand, ink, and smouldering incense. My task is sacred, to preserve history, to ensure that the deeds of our pharaoh and the will of the gods are never forgotten. I dip my reed brush into the inkwell, steadying my hand as I prepare to record yet another moment in the ever-flowing river of time. Today is a day of great significance. The pharaoh, the living embodiment of Horus, has set out to make his offerings at the temple of Karnak. As I walk among the gathering crowds, the air vibrates with the rhythmic pounding of drums and sistrums, calling all to witness the divine ceremony. Priests draped in white linen move in solemn procession, their voices rising in chants as they prepare to honor Amun-Ra, the great sun god. The scent of burning myrrh and frankincense drifts through the air, a bridge between the mortal and the divine. When the pharaoh appears, adorned in gold, lapis lazuli, and the royal Nemes headdress, all fall silent. With measured steps, he approaches the towering obelisks, offering prayers and gifts, bowls of fine oil, alabaster jars of honey, and baskets of ripe dates, to ensure that the god's favor remains with our land. I record each detail meticulously, for my work is more than ink upon papyrus, it is the very soul of our civilization, ensuring that future generations remember the greatness of this moment. The gods, the pharaoh, and our people are bound together by Ma'at, the order of the universe. It is my duty as a scribe to keep that balance intact. Empire, a soldier's account. I stand as a soldier of the Maurya Empire, serving under the revered Emperor Ashoka, whose name echoes across Bharat as a symbol of power and wisdom. My days have been shaped by discipline, unwavering loyalty, and the honor of protecting the Empire's vast dominion. Yet my heart carries the weight of memories that haunt me, memories of the Kalinga War. The battle was unlike any before. The rivers ran red, the air thick with the cries of the wounded, and the once thriving land of Kalinga lay. The Maurya Empire, a soldier's account. I stand as a soldier of the Maurya Empire, serving under the revered Emperor Ashoka, whose name echoes across Bharat as a symbol of power and wisdom. My days have been shaped by discipline, unwavering loyalty, and the honor of protecting the Empire's vast dominion. Yet my heart carries the weight of memories that haunt me, memories of the Kalinga War. The battle was unlike any before. The rivers ran red, the air thick with the cries of the wounded, and the once thriving land of Kalinga lay in ruins. Victory had been secured, but at what cost? I saw not only the fallen soldiers of our enemy, but also innocent civilians, women wailing for their slain sons, children orphaned in the chaos. For the first time, I questioned whether our swords truly brought glory, or if they merely sowed sorrow. One evening, as I sat by the banks of the Ganges lost in thought, I overheard Emperor Ashoka speaking to his advisors. His voice, once commanding on the battlefield, now carried a different weight, a burden of remorse. He spoke of dharma, of righteousness, and the futility of violence. True strength, he declared, lies not in conquest, but in wisdom and compassion. His words stirred something within me. From that moment, my purpose changed. I vowed to embody the Emperor's newfound vision, guiding my fellow soldiers not toward war, but toward peace. I saw that our empire could flourish through understanding, governance, and moral duty, not bloodshed. The Maurya Empire would be remembered not for its conquests, but for its transformation, one that began not just with an emperor, but within the hearts of those who once lived by the sword. Ancient Rome. A day in the life of a citizen. The sun cast golden hues upon the bustling streets of Rome as I navigated the crowded forum, the heart of our great empire. Merchants shouted, hawking their wares, spices from the east, olive oil from Hispania, fine fabrics from Egypt, each stall a testament to Rome's vast dominion. The air carried the mingling scents of fresh bread from the local pistrinum and the sharp tang of tanners working nearby. Today was no ordinary ancient Rome. The sun cast golden hues upon the bustling streets of Rome as I navigated the crowded forum, the heart of our great empire. Merchants shouted, hawking their wares, spices from the east, olive oil from Hispania, fine fabrics from Egypt, each stall a testament to Rome's vast dominion. The air carried the mingling scents of fresh bread from the local pistrinum and the sharp tang of tanners working nearby. Today was no ordinary day. A trial of great significance was taking place, and I, like many others, was drawn to the spectacle. At the center of the forum stood Cicero, the famed orator, his toga pristine, his expression unwavering as he addressed the gathered citizens. The accused, a young patrician, stood before the magistrates charged with the gravest of crimes, patricide. The crowd murmured, torn between scandal and curiosity, as Cicero's voice rang out, weaving an argument so compelling that even the most hardened senators leaned in. His mastery of rhetoric was unmatched, his ability to turn the tide of public opinion nothing short of extraordinary. Beyond the legal drama, the city pulsed with life. Gladiators trained in the distant Colosseum, slaves toiled in villas of the wealthy, and the plebeians, like myself, struggled for a voice in the Republic. As I listened to Cicero, I was reminded that Rome was more than its emperors and conquests. It was a city where justice, ambition, and the voice of the people shaped our fate.